students, I am Dr. Meenakshi Maur, Assistant Professor, Zoology, Sri Samlaji Government College, Mandavia, Chittorgarh. Today my topic is concept of gene. So first of all, we will see its history. The term gene was first coined by W. Johansen in 1909 for any particle of DNA which can give properties of Mendelian factor or as determiner. So, for the hereditary factor of Mendel. Then, E.R. Garrod proposed one gene, one product hypothesis in 1908. In 1911, T.H. Morgan proposed gene theory. According to T.H. Morgan, any particle on chromosome which can be separated from other particle by mutation or recombination is called as a gene. And in general, gene is the basic unit of inheritance. L. Pauling and Ingram established role of genes in protein synthesis in 1949. Then G.W. Biddle and Tatum proposed one gene, one enzyme hypothesis in 1948. They gave this theory while working on Neurospora, that is Ascomycetes fungus. Then Sutton gave gene concept. Now gene. What is gene? Gene is actually the unit of hereditary information that occupies a fixed position on a chromosome. Genes achieve their effects by directing the synthesis of protein. So here you can see this is a chromosome where when we uncoil it, we can see this is gene, in which we can see axon, intron, axon here. Axon, intron, axon, intron. So, gene is a basic physical and functional unit of hereditary. They are made up of DNA and they act as instruction to make molecule which are called protein. So here you can see this is a gene in which you can see axon, intron. So after transcription, see this is RNA. Then after splicing, mRNA means all the axons are together and introns are removed. So this goes into translation and forms amino acid chain. And after post-translation modification, you can see protein is formed. So this is how gene forms protein, or how gene achieve their effect by directing the synthesis of protein. Or we can say they act as an instruction to make protein. Genes are composed of DNA, a molecule in the shape of double helical a spiral ladder. And you can see each rung of this spiral ladder consists of two paired chemicals called bases, that is AT or CG. Adenine, thymine, cytosine, guanine. Adenine always make pair with thymine and cytosine always make pair with guanine. A gene is a sequence of a bases which is made up of adenine, thymine, guanine or cytosine. So this unique combination determines the gene function. Each and every person has thousands of genes, that is a billions of pairs of DNA or bits of information which are repeated in the nuclei of human cell, and they determine individual characteristics, that is genetic traits. So here you can see this is cell. In nucleus you can see chromosome. In chromosome, when we uncoil it, then nucleosome, histone, and this is a DNA. This is a portion which is known as gene A. Then it can be gene B. So it is like genes are present on locus of chromosome, and it comprises of adenine, cytosine, guanine and thymine. Now, classical concept of gene. It says that gene is a unit of function which occupy a definite position on chromosome, not subdivisible by recombination, and it is always responsible for a particular phenotypic character. And the classical concept of gene was introduced by Sutton in 1902, and then it was elaborated by Morgan in 1913, and Muller and Bridge. Muller 1927 and the Bridge 1923. This concept of gene says that gene governs the inheritance, which is biparental. That is, both male and female parents give their contribution equally in the inheritance of the characters to next generations. Then, all the characters of individuals are determined by paired genes, which are situated in a definite number of chromosome pairs, or we can say linkage groups. There are many genes which are present on each chromosome and are inherited together, and this is called linked genes. Each gene has a particular position on particular chromosome, which we are called locus. Any chromosomal aberration of translocation or inversion type can change the position of locus. During gamete formation, each pair of genes gets segregated and the gamete possesses only one gene of that kind. Pair of genes which are in different chromosomes or on different linkage groups are assorted independently. Genes lie in a linear order on a chromosome and the order remains same unless translocation or inversion take place. Now, gene may occur in a several forms which we call alleles. Actually, it has two forms. One is dominant and the second one is recessive. If there are more forms, means these are two forms, dominant and recessive. If there are more than two forms, then it is called multiple alleles. Number of particular gene may be increased in a cell due to polyploidy. And then there may be also aneuploidy, which causes increase or decrease in the number of particular gene in a cell. There is one more term, mutation. It causes a gene to be changed from its mild form. Gene in a particular chromosome may be shifted to its homologous pair due to crossing over, which causes recombination. Replication of each chromosome during cell division causes self-duplication of genes of that chromosomes. And you know, genes are chemically DNA, a double helical structure which comprises of nucleotides containing adenine, guanine, thymine and cytosine together with deoxyribose sugar and phosphate. Here you can see this. The nucleotides are grouped into triplet and present 64 combinations, which we call genetic code. Gene directs the synthesis of protein through transcription and translation that functions as enzyme, and it leads to one gene, one enzyme hypothesis. Here I have already explained this. From gene, protein is formed. How protein is formed? Now, proteins are made up of polypeptides, and the concept has got further changed to one gene, one polypeptide. So this is about classical concept of gene. Actually, one gene, one enzyme theory is able to explain some metabolic disorder or inborn errors of metabolism in human being. For example, phenylketonuria. This is due to absence of particular enzyme, which in turn is due to absence of mutation of specific gene. Now, modern concept of gene. Actually, there is a relationship between the length of DNA and the gene. And to explain this relationship, one scientist, that is a Seymour Manger, in 1957 gave three terms, that is cistron, muton, and recon. He coined this term for different nature of gene and genetic material in relation to the chromosomes, which is based on genetic phenomena to which they evolve. So first is cistron. Cistron is that particular length of DNA which is capable of producing a protein molecule or a polypeptide chain or an enzyme. A cistron, or we can say gene of protein, possesses nucleotides, three times the number of amino acids in a protein molecule. Therefore, a cistron of protein molecule having 100 amino acids or 100 nucleotide pairs will possess 300 pairs of nitrogen bases or nucleotides, because a genetic code is triplet. So, in generally we can say that a cistron can have 100 nucleotide pairs in length to 30,000 nucleotide pairs. It is also known as unit of transmission because it transmits characters from one generation to another as unit of transmission. So this is about cistron. Now recon. It is the unit of recombination, and we can say it is the smallest length of DNA which is capable of being separated and exchanged with other chromosome, or we can say it is that length of DNA which is capable of undergoing recombination or crossing over. It possesses one or two pair of nucleotides, and it consists thus cistron consists of many recons and muton. Now muton, it is the unit of mutation. It is the smallest unit of genetic material which, when changed or mutated, produce a phenotypic character. It is delimited to a single nucleotide. So we can say it is that length of DNA which is capable of undergoing mutation. So these are all the terms. It includes it is in the modern concept of a gene. So there are three terms: cistron, recon, and muton. Cistron is a unit of transmission, recon is a unit of recombination, and muton is a it's a unit of mutation. So first I explained history, then what is gene composed of, then classical concept of gene which was introduced by Sutton but elaborated by Morgan, Muller, and Bridge. Then modern concept of gene. So to now explain the relationship between the length of DNA and the gene, Seymour gave three terms, that is cistron, recon, and muton. There are also some more terms for genes. First is the jumping gene. It is also known as transposons. It was given by Hadge and Jekyll, and it actually discovery of jumping gene was made by McClintock in Mays in 1940. Jumping genes are reported from Drosophila, and these act as a transposons. Then there is also one more term, pseudogenes, which are also known as fall genes. These are DNA sequence found in a metazoans, which are apparently useless to the organism possessing them. Then retroposons, which this term was given by Rogers, for those DNA segments which are formed from RNA or from through reverse transcription under the influence of reverse transcriptase enzyme and RNA-dependent DNA polymerase. So these are some extra terms for genes. Thank you.